Greetings of the day. I Asha K, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology, going to present Digital System Design Laboratory Experiment number 3. Design and implementation of 4-bit parallel adder subtractor using IC 7483 and also BCD to XS3 code conversion and vice versa is the experiment number 3. The aim of the experiment is to design and implement the parallel adder subtractor using IC 7483. And the second part is to convert BCD to XS3 code conversion and vice versa. The components required to conduct this experiment are the first one, digital IC trainer kit, and the second one is the IC7483 parallel adder. And we have 7408 AND gate IC which is required, 7432 an OR gate IC, 7404 an inverter IC, and 7486 an XOR gate. It is required to conduct the experiment. Now let us discuss about the pin configuration of the IC7483. It is called as the 4-bit parallel adder IC. It is used to produce the arithmetic sum of the 4-bit numbers. It consists of full adders in 4 numbers which are connected in cascade, and the input to this particular full adders are A3, A2, A1 and A0. The another input for this addition is B3, B2 bit, B1 bit and B0 bit. The C input bit is a carry bit which is the input to this addition, whereas C out bit is the output bit after performing the addition. The particular binary parallel adder produces the sum S3, S2, S1, S0. For this particular integrated circuit, we require a power supply VCC and a ground pin which is connected to the pin number 12. The pin configuration of the IC 7483 is shown in this particular figure. An internal architecture of IC 7483. It consists of 4 full adders, full adder 1, 2, 3 and 4. The input to the full adder will be generally 3 inputs and 2 output. The 3 inputs to the full adder, say for the first full adder, we have A0, B0 are the inputs along with C in and produces the output sum 0 and carry out C0. The second full adder produces the output sum 1 and C1 with the help of the inputs B1 and A1 along with the cascaded previous carry C0. Similarly, for full adder 3, we have A2 and B2 are the inputs, sum is S2 and carry out is C2. The carry out of the third full adder is connected to the fourth full adder along with the inputs A3 and B3 produces the output S3 and C output. So this is called as the internal architecture of 7483. Now we discuss about the conversion of BCD to XS3. BCD is binary coded decimal. It's a special binary code used to represent the decimal character. Each 4-bit value in the BCD represents a single decimal character. XS3 code is a special code that is obtaining by adding constant number 3 to the input BCD code. In case of medium scale integration, a 4-bit adder can be used to add the input BCD code to a constant decimal value of 3, producing an XS3 code. A medium scale integration chip, that is Texas Instrument manufactured 74LS83, it's a 4-bit parallel adder which is used to add the two binary numbers A and B, and also it is used to convert BCD to XS3. This consists of over 200 components. The components includes resistors, diodes and transistors. Parallel addition. Now we will analyze the parallel adder when C in input is equal to 0. As we have already learned IC 7483 pin configuration, now we are connecting the A input A3, A2, A1, A0 and B input B3, B2, B1, B0 to the parallel adder integrated circuit 7483. This produces the output S3, S2, S1, S0 and the VCC is pin number 5, the C out is pin number 14 and C in is pin number 13. Ground is connected to pin number 12. The A inputs are connected to pin number 1, 3, 8, 10 and B inputs are connected to pin number 16, 4, 7 and 11. To understand the parallel addition, first analyze the truth table of the full adder. The full adder truth table is shown in figure. When all the inputs are low, the output is the sum is 0 and carry is also 0. When all the inputs are high, sum is also high and carry is also high. In any of the two inputs are high means sum will be 0 and carry will be 1. If any one of the input of among all the three inputs are 1 means the sum will be 1 and carry will be 0. Now consider our input, say A is equal to and number 0111. This particular number is in decimal, it is called as 7. Consider another number, say B is equal to, say for example, I'll be having 0111. The addition of this 7 plus 1, as we all know that it is 8. Perform the addition using the binary adder. 1 plus 1 produces the C in bit, in this case is equal to 0. 1 plus carry bit C in 0 produces the sum, that is the combination is 0 1 1 produces the sum 0 and C out as 1. Sum is 0, the C out is 1. Now for 1 1 0, for this particular case sum is 0, carry will be 1. For the next case sum will be 0 and carry will be 1. Now for 1 plus 0, for this particular case here produces the sum 1 and carry is equal to 0. Now substitute this in the our output, that is S0, S1, S2, S3 and this is our C output. Now let us summarize this in the truth table. We have first our A3 bit, that is equal to 0, A2 bit is equal to 1, A1 bit is equal to 1 and A0 bit is equal to 1. And next we have the case B is equal to, say that is B3 bit is 0, B2 is 0, B1 is 0 and B0 is 1. After performing the parallel addition, we will be having the output, that is S3 bit is equal to 1, S2 is 0, S1 is 0, S0 is 0 and it produces the output C out is equal to 0. Let us consider an example 2 wherein to add the two number that produces the carry output. Consider the number 15 in decimal and another number, say for example I'll be having 7 in binary. Say after performing 7 plus 15 we are going to get 22. Say perform the addition by using the parallel adder considering C in is equal to 0. Say now here C in bit is equal to 0. 0 plus 1 plus 1 produces the sum 0, carry will be equal to 1. When all the inputs are 1, the sum will be equal to 1, carry is also equal to 1. Now we will be having 3 1 bits produces the sum 1, carry also 1. And here for this particular operation of 1 plus 0, sum is equal to 0 and we are going to get the carry as 1. Now if you convert this into decimal number system, this particular value is 16 plus this particular value will be having 4 and this particular value will be having 2. The total addition will gives us the answer 22 in decimal and this is the correct answer. Let's summarize this addition in the truth table. I have the A bit that is equal to 1 1 1 1 and I have the B bit that is equal to 0 1 1 1 produces the output sum 0, 1, 1, 0 and carry out will be equal to 1. Now let us understand the parallel subtraction of the 2 bits when considering Cin bit is equal to 1. Cin bit is equal to 1 in this case, which is connected to pin number 13 and as well as the 7486 IC, that is XOR gate. Also, if we just observe here, all the Cin bit is connected as an one of the input to the XOR gate, and whatever the inputs that we are connecting to B3, B2, B1, B0 will gives us the complement of this particular bit. This is B3 dash, this is B2 dash, this is B1 dash and this is B0 dash. Let us assume and consider analysis of this. Let us take an example of 1010. If I perform the XOR operation of 0 and 1, the output is equal to 1. Next, perform the XOR operation of 1 with 1 produces the output 0. Perform the XOR operation of 0 with 1 produces the output 1. Perform the XOR operation of 1 with 1 produces the output 0. If we just observe here, the bit B3 is now complemented, that is 0. For B2, 0, we are getting 1. For B1, 1, we are getting 0. For B0, we are getting complement of that is 1. Now, analyze the parallel subtraction by performing the addition with 1's complement of B and as well as by adding 1 to it. Say, the addition of A plus 1's complement of B plus 1 to it, adding 1 to it will gives us A plus 2's complement of B. This can be written as A subtraction with the number B directly in decimal number system. To understand this, let us consider I am having B number, that is 1010, and consider an example of a number A is equal to 1111. As we all know, 1's complement of B here, that is 1 0 1 0. Then we are going to add a Cin bit 1 to it. When I perform the Cin bit 1 to it, this is 1 plus 1. Cin bit is 0 now. Sorry, 1 is 1 plus 1. The sum is 0. Carry is equal to 1. Now carry will be 1 plus 0 is 1 here, and again produces the carry 0. 0 plus 1, sum is 1, produces the carry 0. 0 plus 1, sum is 0 and carry is also 0. Now we perform the addition of this, that is 2's complement of B to 1. Now say I have A plus 2's complement of B, that is 0 1 1 0. When I perform this particular operation, the addition of this will gives us 1. 1 plus 1, the sum is 0, carry will be 1. Now 1 plus 1, sum is also 1, carry is also 1. For this, 1 plus 1 plus 0 produces the sum 0 and carry as 1 bit. Now we have performed the subtraction of 15 minus, this is 8 plus 2, that is 10. 15 minus 10 is 5 in decimal number system. As we all know that in 2's complement subtraction, we are going to discard the carry that we have obtained. Consider only the output, that is S3, S2, S1, S0 as 0, 1, 0, 1. This also produces the output 5 in decimal number system. Then now represent the output in the truth table. For A3 bit is equal to 1, A2 is equal to 1, A1 is equal to 1, A0 is equal to 1, and B having the input, that is 1, 0, 1, 0, produces the output of the subtraction, that is 0 1 0 1, and the carry out bit that we are getting here is 1. Let us consider another example of, say, A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 3. Consider, that is, 1's complement of B. Say binary representation B is equal to 0 0 1 1. Consider 1's complement of B. 1 1 0 0 we are going to get. By adding C into it, say we are going to get the 2's complement of B, that is nothing but equal to 1 1 0 and 1. This is represented in binary. Now perform the addition of A, that is 0 0 1 0, with 2's complement of B, that is 1 1 0 1. After performing the addition from the LSB, 0 plus 1, the sum is 1, again carry is 0. 0 plus 1 plus 1, sum is 1, carry is 0. 0 plus 0 plus 1, sum is 1, again carry is 0. Here produces the sum 1, again carry is 0. If we are going to write this particular output in the truth table, we are considering A here. The A bit is 0 0 1 0, and we are considering B bit here 0 0 1 1, this producing the output sum 1 1 1 1, and carry bit is equal to 0 in this case. Let us consider what is this particular number. This particular number is nothing but the 2's complement of the answer of 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 that we are going to get here, it is minus 2 in decimal, minus 1 in decimal number system. Consider 1 1 1 1. This is our negative answer. Perform the 1's complement of this particular difference. That is 1's complement of this 0 0 0 I'm going to get. Add 1 to it, we are going to get the answer 0 0 0 1. This particular number is nothing but minus 1 in decimal number system. So hence the answer that we have obtained here is correct. The second part of the experiment number 3 is conversion of binary coded decimal value to XS3 value. So here we are considering binary coded decimal value starting from that is 00000 to 9, that is 1001. We are going to get the XS3 code by addition of a constant 3 to the BCD number. Let us consider the BCD number 000. By performing the addition with a constant 3, I'm going to get the XS3 code, that is 0 plus 1, sum is 1, carry is 0, again 0 plus 1, sum is 1, carry is 0, again 0 plus 0 plus 0, sum is 0, again 0 plus 0 plus 0, sum is 0. This is the XS3 code for BCD value. BCD value 0, XS3 code is 0011. Similarly, if I consider a BCD number, say for example 1000, by addition of a constant bit 0011 produces the XS3 output, that is 1101. Say here after performing the addition of the constant value 3 to the BCD values, we are going to obtain the XS3 code. Let us tabulate all the values and record these values in the truth table. Now we are going to simplify the BCD to XS3 conversion using the K-map simplification method. The BCD and XS3 conversion truth table is shown in this particular table. Consider the value of the E0 bit and substitute this E0 bit in the K-map for B3, B2, B1, B0. After simplifying, we are going to get the XS3 value for E0 is equal to B0 complement. By grouping this octet, we'll be having here 0 0 and 1 0. This 0 and 1 get cancels. We are going to get 0 here and 0 here, that represents the B0 complement. For x3 bit, even bit, substitute the values of this particular column into the K map, and after substituting and after grouping the octet, if we just observe here, we are going to get even bit is equal to B1 and B0 complement, B1 complement, B0 complement, addition with B1 with B0. And after grouping this operation is nothing but the XNOR operation of B1 and B0. It is represented here. And for the x3 bit E2, after substituting this E2 bit values into the K map, we are going to get first grouping 1 and x. Here B3 get cancels each other. We are going to get B2 bit and B1 dash with B0 dash. For the second grouping, here for this 2 bit, we are going to get B2 dash with, here after grouping we are going to get B0, and for this particular grouping here we are going to get B2 complement with B1 bit. Further simplification of this gives us XS3 code, that is E2 is equal to B2 XOR operation with B0 or with B1. Finally, for E3 bit, we will be having the value, so after substituting and after simplifying, here one octet group that gives us the answer, that is B3, plus here one quad group that will be having B2 with, here will be having B0, plus for the next quad group we will be having here B2 with here B1 bit. Finally, the XS3 bit E3 is equal to B3 or operation with B2 and operation with B0 or operation with B1. Later, let us consider the circuit diagram of BCD to XS3 code conversion. In this BCD to XS3 code conversion, we'll be having the E0 bit is equal to complement of the B0 bit, and next for E1 we'll be having the B1 XOR operation with B0 whole complement. First consider the B0 bit and next consider the B1 bit, write the XOR gate, then in front of the XOR gate, one NOT gate gives us the XNOR operation of B1 with B0. Next, for the E2 bit, we'll be having B2 or XOR operation with B1 with OR operation with B0. First, consider the term B1 with or with B0. This is B1 and this is B0. Use the OR gate and consider this particular point. And from here, consider the B2 bit, and from this B2 bit, it is again connected as one of the input to the XOR gate, and another input to the XOR gate is B1 or with B0, and the XOR operation of B2 with B1 or with B0 gives us the XS3 code E2. Similarly, for the XS3 code E3, the expression what we get after simplifying using the K map is B3 with B2 or and with B1 with B0. First consider this particular term that we have already obtained using this particular OR gate. Next, choose this B2 bit from here and perform the AND operation of B1 plus B0 with B2 bit. Consider the B3 bit, perform the OR operation of B3 bit with this particular term, that is B2 dot with B1 plus B0. Next, we will understand the conversion of XS3 code to BCD code bit. Excess3 code bit always starts with the number 0011. Perform the subtraction of excess3 bit with constant 3 will gives us the first answer, that is 000 in this particular truth table. So after performing each bit of this excess3 with a constant 3 bit, we'll get the answer of the binary coded decimal values. Binary coded decimal values always ranges from 0000 to 9, that is represented in binary as 1001. After representing this particular truth table XS3 to BCD, let us analyze one more XS3 number, that is 1011. Perform the subtraction with a constant 3 to get the BCD value. The BCD value in this case is 1 minus 1, 0, 1 minus 1, 0, 0 minus 0, 0, 1 minus 0 is 1. That is the BCD value, that is 1000. Now let us understand the K-map simplification for XS3 to BCD code conversion. The XS3 to BCD code truth table is shown in this particular table. Let us first consider the XS3 bit E3, E2, E1, E0 represented with the help of a gray code for the 4-bit K-map as shown here. For this particular B0 bit, substitute the column of the B0 bit in this starting with 3. Say here this is decimal 0, here decimal 1, here decimal 3, decimal 2, and here we'll be having the 4, here it is 5, here it is 6, 7, we'll be having 8 here, 9, and this is 10, it will be 11, and here 12, 13, and here it is 14, and the last we'll be having here it is 15. Let us now consider the XS3 bit number 0011. For this, the BCD value is 0. Substitute that here as 0. Next, for the XS3 number 0100, we'll be having the BCD value 1. Substitute in this. Next, similarly for 0101, we are having 0. It is written here. And for the next value 0110, 0110 will be having 1. Next bit is 0. So similarly substitute these B0 bit values in the K-map and try to simplify the K-map. Here we are going to get one octet term, that is we'll be having here, that is E1 complement with E0 complement, and here with E1 with E0 complement. Consider a common term outside, that is E0 complement, and we'll be having with E1 dash with E1. So this get cancels each other, that is A plus A dash is equal to 1. So hence B0 bit is equal to E0 complement. Similarly for the B1, substitute the values of this B1 bit in the K-map, and after simplifying and after grouping this particular B1 here with one term, with the second term with one octet group, we are going to get E1 dash with E0 plus E1 with E0 dash. This is nothing but XOR operation of E1 with E0. The third column, that is B2 bit, after substituting in the K-map, we are going to get first one quad group that gives us the answer, that is E2 dash with E1 dash, and next one double group that we are going to have here, that is E2 with E1 E0 this term, and with again one more quad group that gives us the answer. Here we'll be having E2 dash, and from this we will be having E0 dash. And after simplifying this particular B2 bit by taking the common in this first and third bit, we'll be having E2 dash, E1 dash plus E0 dash with E2, E1 and E0. Further simplifying, this can be written as E1 with the help of a De Morgan's theorem, E1 dot with E0 whole complement. That is, A complement plus B complement can be written as A dot B whole complement. Here, E2 dash with E1 E0 whole complement plus E2 and with even with E0. This it is similar to the expression that is A dash B dash plus with AB. This can be written as A XOR B whole complement. If we just observe here, this term as B, this term as A. So this is A dash and this whole term is B dash, and here it is A and this whole term is B. After simplifying, we are going to get E2 XOR with E1 E0 whole complement. This is the expression for B2. Similarly for the B3 bit, after substituting this values of the B3 bit into the K map, we are going to get the K map for B3 bit. And after simplifying here, we'll be having one double group and one quad group. With the help of a double group, we are going to get the E3 with E1 E0, and with the help of a double group, we are going to, quad group, we are going to get E3 with E2. This is the expression for B3 bit. Now let us understand the conversion of XS3 code to BCD code with the help of the circuit diagram. The BCD expressions that we obtained from the previous calculation of the K map gives us B0 is equal to E0 complement, B1 is equal to E1 XOR E0, B2 is equal to E2 XOR with E1 E0 complement, and B3 is equal to E3 E2 plus with E3 E1 E0. First consider the B0 bit, and with the help of an XS3 bit E0, use the inverter IC7404 and obtain the expression for B0. With the help of an XOR gate, we'll be having E0 bit XOR with E1 bit will gives us the answer even with E0 XOR operation, that is equal to B1. Similarly, E2 XOR with even E0 whole complement. Consider the term even E0 with the help of an AND gate IC, obtain the expression that is even and with E0. Then considering E2 bit, perform the XOR operation, then pass through an inverter, obtain the expression for B2. Similarly, for the B3 bit, we'll be having E3 with E2 AND operation. Here, this E3 bit with E2 AND operation gives us E3 E2, and similarly here we had already E1 E0 from this particular point, and from here we'll be having the E3 bit, that is E3 AND operation with E1 E0, and perform the OR operation to get the BCD value B3. The procedure to conduct the experiment is: first, verify whether all the components, patch cards are in good condition or not. Make the connection as shown in the logic diagram explained in the previous slides. Provide the power supply to the digital trainer kit, and also provide the input data to the circuit via the input switches. Observe the output at the output light emitting diodes. Verify the truth table for the parallel adder, parallel subtractor, XS3 to BCD and BCD to XS3 code conversion. Thank you all.